Bryon Powell of iRunFar here with Geoff Roes in Chamonix. How are you doing today, Geoff?
Good. Hey, Bryon.
Yeah. Good to see you again. Haven't seen you since Western States. How you feeling about that these days? Still pretty psyched about it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it took a while for it to all sort of cool down. Lots of, it was hard to get away from it for like at least a month afterward. Just lots of calls and requests for email interviews and phone interviews, and it's kind of nice to do that. It's just like, you know,
probably nice for a couple days.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 days, it's kind of like I was, you know, high up on top of some other world and was really excited to talk to anybody that wanted to talk about it. But definitely after a while, it was just like, okay, I'm ready to get back to normal life.
So how's your training gone since Western States?
Pretty good. I haven't done really any kind of focus training. I've just been running and making sure to get a lot of climbing in, which I always kind of inherently do anyway. But I felt really good. I had a lot of really fun training runs this summer.
You had another good run at Crow Pass. You set the record last year, and
yeah, and then I was able to break my own record again this year, and it was kind of like the whole race was sort of like a mini Western States. Like I kind of dropped off the lead for a while in the middle and just had to stay patient for, you know, in this case it was just for like an hour instead of several hours like Western States, because it's only a 25-mile race. But yeah, I was able to just finish strong and reel in the guy ahead of me with a few miles to go. So that was nice.
Yeah. Speaking of competition, who do you think? Who are you excited to race out there this weekend?
I mean, certainly Killian is the guy that comes to mind. You know, having run against him a few months ago.
Are you looking forward to that rematch?
Oh yeah. I mean, I mean,
he fell off by an hour, but you wouldn't think that he?
No.
That's not indicative.
No, I mean, in my mind, it was like I may as well, you know, finish 2 seconds at him at Western. As far as he showed me enough there to know that he's got incredible talent. You know, in my mind, he's certainly as the 2-time champ here, he's the guy to beat for sure. And but I'm really excited for it. I'm definitely not putting the kind of pressure on myself for this one that I did for Western. I mean, Western was very much for at least a week leading up to it. I just was really anxious, really just trying to make sure to get everything lined up just right, and I put a lot of energy into Western States before the race even started, and it worked out obviously.
Yeah.
But generally, my approach is to just save almost all my effort and energy for the race itself, and that's what I've been trying to do here. Not thinking too much about it. But yeah, I mean, and then there's dozens of runners in this race that I don't even know anything about them. I've heard a few names, and obviously like the strong American field. Like, I'm really excited to run with Scott and Carl. And, I've only raced Jurek and Meltzer once each, so I'm excited to run with each of them again. And,
yeah. You're sort of talking about how you sort of save your energy before races, but even in races, it seems like in both your training and races that you've been kind of going without a plan, with a purpose. You've chosen not to have a plan.
Yeah. I mean, my plan is to not have a plan, and I think that allows me to, especially in hundreds, to not get caught up in trying to strategize too much early on. I definitely think the best hundreds I've run have been the ones where at mile 50 I haven't even thought about it as a race yet. I've just kind of been out running for 6, 8, 10 hours, and then somewhere after that, at some point, it has to become a race. And you got to figure out, okay, how am I gonna, using what I've got on this particular day, how am I gonna maximize my chances? So that's definitely my approach.
So do you have any sort of strategy, but are you going to try to hang sort of close to the front, or are you just going to run your own race completely?
Mostly try to run my race. I mean, hanging near the front is something I usually like to do, but that's going to depend entirely on the rest of the field. And if somebody takes off, it's just pushing the pace to a point that's obviously not sustainable. I'm certainly not going to try to go with them. So
yeah, are you excited about all the climbing in this race? Because you've never done 100 that has this much vertical.
Yeah, I'm excited. I definitely like climbing a lot, and I do a lot of training on stuff like this. I mean, these long 2,000-3,000 foot climbs, that's kind of what I do all the time in my training, and so I think I'm suited well for this course. And you know, we'll see. I mean, Killian's just an amazingly strong climber, and it's going to be, I'm kind of actually really excited just to see just what he can do. You know, to see him in person. I know what he can do on this course because he's already done it 2 years in a row, but I'm excited to see it in person.
Firsthand, yeah. I know Killian doesn't use trekking poles out there. Are you going to forego them as well?
Yeah, I'm not planning on using them. I tinkered with them a little bit in training and just never get to feel comfortable.
Yeah. Well, what else are you looking forward to out there? Anything in particular?
I'm excited that the weather looks like it might be raining. I'm actually, I'm kind of into that. I definitely don't deal well with the heat. And if it was going to be as hot as it is today, on Saturday, I wouldn't be super stoked with that. So I'm actually kind of excited for get a little sloppy, slippery trail going on, and just
the harder the better.
Yeah, I think it. I mean, it evens things out quite a lot. You know, which could be a benefit to some people who might be in the next level behind some of the front runners, trying to stay with the front runners, but at the same time, like, you know, I think just pure talent-wise, I think Killian's the guy out there, and so in some ways I feel like, you know, anything that sort of just bunches everybody together, potentially, like inclement weather, I don't know, I like my chances in that situation. So.
Well, best of luck with your weekend, no matter how the weather plays out, and
thanks, Bryon.
Enjoy it.
Thanks.
Thanks.